1, The Prophecy and the Journey in the Age of Steel and Sorcery. Where kingdoms clashed and legends were forged, one man ventured beyond the known world, a knight, bound by honor and haunted by destiny, sought the fabled land of the Fae, a place spoken of in whispers and half-forgotten songs. This is his story. Sir Aldric, a noble knight of the kingdom of Veldora, had long dreamt of the land beyond the mortal realm. One night, an old soothsayer appeared before him, her eyes reflecting the light of unseen stars. Beyond the veil of mist lies the enchanted realm. Fate calls you, brave knight. Only those pure of heart may walk the path of the Fae. Compelled by this prophecy, Sir Aldric took up his sword, donned his armor, and rode forth into the unknown, his heart pounding with anticipation and dread. Days passed, and Aldric's path led him to an ancient forest. The trees grew impossibly tall, the leaves shimmering with an ethereal glow. A thick mist clung to the ground, whispering secrets in a language older than time. He encountered a band of rogue warriors who sought to dissuade him from his quest, warning of horrors unseen and the fate of those who entered the mist never to return. Turn back, knight, lest you wish to join the lost souls of the Vale. But Aldric was resolute. With a swift hand, he bested the leader in single combat, proving his might and earning their reluctant respect. When among them, a young warrior named Aldric chose to follow him, believing in the knight's vision. As they ventured deeper, the mist thickened. Aldric could feel unseen eyes watching, whispers curling around him like vines. He stepped forward, and the mist pulled them into a world unseen by mortal eyes. Chapter 2, The Trials of the Fae. Aldric and Aldric found themselves in a land of impossible beauty. Crystal clear rivers wound through fields of flowers that glowed with their own light. The sky shimmered with hues of violet and gold, and creatures of legend flitted between the trees, sprites, dryads, and winged Fae. But the air was thick with magic, and every step felt like treading the edge of a dream. Voice echoed through the air. A mortal walks the sacred lands. How curious, turning. Aldric beheld a figure of breathtaking grace, a Fae queen, her silver hair cascading like a waterfall, her eyes as deep as the cosmos. Sir Knight, why have you come? No mortal may tread here without consequence. I seek knowledge and truth, noble queen. The mortal world is fading, and I believe the answer lies within your lands. The queen's expression darkened. To take from the Fae is to invite peril. The queen's expression darkened. To take from the Fae is to invite peril. If you desire wisdom, you must earn it. Aldric was set upon a series of trials. First, he was taken to the River of Echoes, where memories of past regrets whispered temptations. Visions of his fallen comrades, his failures, and his deepest fears rose from the waters. Given, and you shall know peace, the river crooned. But Aldric clenched his jaw and pressed forward. The second trial led them to the glade of shadows, where the guardian, a beast formed of living darkness, awaited. With each strike of his sword, the beast reformed, feeding on his doubt. It was Aldric who realized the answer. To defeat darkness, one must not fight it, but embrace the light. He raised a torch high, and the beast recoiled, vanishing into the void. The final trial took them to the Spiral of Stars, a celestial gateway where Aldric had to face his own reflection. His mirror image spoke, taunting him with truths he wished to ignore. You seek answers, but are you prepared for the cost? The light of the Fae is not a gift, it is a burden. Finally, they stood before the queen once more. She posed a riddle. What is eternal, yet fleeting? What binds us, yet sets us free? Aldric's voice was steady. Love. The queen smiled. You have proven yourself, Sir Aldric. Take this, a shard of our light. Guard it well, for it may one day rekindle hope in your world. She touched his forehead, and a warmth spread through him. When he opened his eyes, he was back at the edge of the enchanted forest, a single silver leaf resting in his palm. But Aldric was gone, his fate entwined with the realm of the Fae. Chapter 3, The Return and the Burden. As Aldric rode back to his homeland, he felt the weight of the Fae's gift. It pulsed within him, filling his soul with an unfamiliar power. He returned to Veldora to find its kingdom on the brink of war, its people lost in despair. The king, weary and defeated, sought Aldric's counsel. You have been gone for many moons, Sir Aldric. Tell me, have you found what you sought? Aldric hesitated. He had found more than he had ever imagined. But the burden of knowledge was heavy. How could he share what he had seen without invoking chaos? I have seen wonders, my king. I carry a gift, but its power is not to be wielded lightly. Before he could explain, Word arrived, the enemy kingdom had launched an assault. Aldric was forced into battle, wielding his newfound power to turn the tide. His sword struck with the force of a storm, and the light of the fire burned in his veins. But each time he used it, he felt something slipping away, his mortality, his tether to the world he knew. Chapter 4, A Legend Eternal. The battle was won, but at great cost. Aldric stood atop the battlements, gazing at the stars. He could feel the queen's words echo within him. Your journey does not end here, noble knight. The stars await. He knew what she meant. He had been touched by the fire, and no mortal could remain unchanged. Years passed, and though Aldric never revealed the full truth of his journey, his actions spoke louder than words. With the light of the fire burning within him, he became a beacon of hope for his people. Where despair had reigned, prosperity blossomed. The war that loomed was averted, and the kingdom flourished under his wisdom. Yet, as time claimed all things, so too did it claim Aldric. On his final night, as he lay beneath the great oaks of Eldora, he felt a presence beside him. Fire Queen's voice, gentle as the evening breeze, whispered, "You are no longer bound to this realm. Come, walk with us once more." And so, Sir Aldric faded into legend, his body dissolving into light. And so, Sir Aldric faded into legend, his body dissolving into light. His tale was whispered in the quiet of the night, the story of the knight who walked with the fire, his fate forever entwined with the stars. Chapter 5, The Rift Between Worlds. As Aldric wielded the Fae's power, he began to notice the toll it took on him. As Aldric wielded the Fae's power, he began to notice the toll it took on him. His mortal body struggled to contain the energy coursing through his veins. The silver leaf granted him strength beyond any man, but at a cost. His connection to the human world was unraveling. Each time he used the gift, the more distant he became from his people. One fateful night, as Aldric gazed upon the war-torn lands of Eldora, he heard a voice carried on the wind. It was neither of this world nor the Fae's, it was something in between. Turning, he saw a rift forming in the air, a jagged tear between realms. On the other side, the Fire Queen stood, her gaze sorrowful. "You are no longer meant for this world, Sir Aldric," she said. "The balance is shifting, and the rift between our realms grows unstable. You must decide your remain and watch your kingdom slip beyond your grasp, or return to the enchanted realm where your fate belongs." Aldric's heart wavered. He had fought for Eldora, bled for its people. Yet he knew the truth. He could no longer walk among them as he once had. The light within him burned too brightly for the mortal realm to contain. Before he could answer, the enemy, sensing his vulnerability, launched a final assault on the kingdom. The night sky blazed with fire and steel as battle erupted once more. Aldric, torn between duty and destiny, took up his sword one last time. Chapter 6, The Final Choice. The battle raged like a storm, but Aldric moved through it like a force of nature. His strikes left trails of silver light, and with each foe he felled, the rift behind him grew wider. The mortal and fire worlds were colliding, and soon neither would survive. As Aldric fought, his king, weak from age and war, called out to him, "Aldric, my son of battle, do not leave us. We need you." At the same time, the Fire Queen extended her hand from beyond the rift. "Come, noble knight, your journey does not end here." Aldric was caught between two worlds, each demanding his soul. But he knew the truth. If he remained, the magic would consume him, and the balance between realms would shatter. If he left, his people would be safe, but he would never return. With a final, sorrowful glance at his king and the people he loved, Aldric turned toward the rift. He sheathed his sword and stepped forward. Light enveloped him, and as he vanished, the rift sealed behind him, restoring the fragile balance. Eldora's people awoke to a new dawn, their memories of Aldric fading like a distant dream. His legend endured, whispered in the winds and carved into history. But in the enchanted realm, beneath the silver trees, a lone knight walked among the stars, his journey eternal. Thank you for listening to this tale. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Neo ASMR Voice Sleepy Stories for more enchanting bedtime adventures. Sleep well, dream deeply, and may your dreams be filled with magic.